Imagine this. For one silent second, the sun's core stops burning. No warning, no explosion. Just a sudden pause at the center of everything that keeps us alive. You wouldn't feel it at first. The sky would look normal. The sunlight would still be 8 minutes away. But inside that single second, the universe would already be breaking. Deep below the solar surface, 150 million kilometers away from Earth, fusion, the process that powers every sunrise, every season, every living cell on this planet, shuts down. Hydrogen stops becoming helium. Energy stops being created. For the first time in billions of years, the sun goes quiet. And when that silence hits the core, gravity wins. Without fusion pushing outward, the sun begins to collapse inward at unimaginable speed, crushed by its own mass like a giant star taking a sudden breath it can't release. In that instant, the sun becomes a time bomb. The collapse spikes the temperature and pressure inside the core until fusion reignites with a violent, overcorrected vengeance. That 1 second pause becomes the trigger for a chain reaction that will travel outward like a shockwave, crashing through layer after layer of solar plasma, building pressure, heat, and instability that humans will not see. Until it is far too late. Because here's the terrifying part. Every effect happening inside the sun right now won't reach Earth until its light finally arrives. 8 minutes after the disaster already began, we don't watch the sun live. We watch its past. Which means the sun could have frozen for 1 second already, and we wouldn't know until the light from that moment finally arrives 8 minutes later, like a delayed warning from a dead star. And when it does arrive, it will not be gentle. That burst of overpowered fusion will supercharge the sun's brightness, throwing Earth into a sudden surge of radiation and heat. A 1% increase would destabilize climate systems. A 5% increase would sterilize most plant life. A 10% increase would begin to boil oceans, strip atmospheres, and turn continents to dried salt scars beneath a white sky. The ozone layer wouldn't stand a chance. Our magnetic field wouldn't save us. Electricity grids would fail instantly. Satellites would fry. Skin would burn under sunlight that used to feel safe. But the visible burn is only the surface problem. The real extinction event happens quietly, invisibly in the food chain. Plants stop photosynthesizing. Ocean plankton die. The atmosphere fills with carbon dioxide as life suffocates from the bottom up. Humanity does not die in fire, it dies in silence. And this chain reaction, the collapse, the rebound, the delayed catastrophe came from 1 second where the sun stopped doing what we believed it would do forever. And here's where the story becomes even more unsettling, because this scenario isn't fiction. Stars really do pause, collapse, rebound, and erupt. Cosmic heartbeats fail every day in galaxies far from ours. The only difference is that we've never seen it happen up close. The sun feels permanent only because we have never witnessed its instability. But nothing about a star is guaranteed. Everything about this world, our air, our weather, our food, our bodies, depends on a nuclear engine we cannot see, touch, or repair. If it fails, even for 1 second, everything we thought was solid begins to unravel. So the real question is not what if the sun froze for 1 second. The real question is, why do we trust the universe as if it owes us stability? If that thought stays with you, if the light on your skin suddenly feels less ordinary, then you're already one of us. Welcome to the Nexus Point. Stay curious. Stay awake. And the next time you look at the sun, remember, you're watching the past. And hoping the future still exists.